To Does This Make Us Bad People, the podcast. We don't really have it on any other form of media.
It's only a podcast.
It's only a podcast. This is episode 3. Today we'll be talking ghosts and the paranormal. In relation, not in relation to Halloween, because Halloween is what's going to be on the tab for next week.
Don't spoil.
I spoiled it. Spoiler alert! Spooky spoilers.
Should we start over?
No, let's not.
Yeah, probably.
Let's keep going.
Probably just scrap the whole podcast. And
okay, so furthest away from me,
Mel.
as today I will be filling in for Henry, who's usually the question master. I am Cody. Furthest away from me, we have all the way from Barcelona, Spain, weighing in at 200 pounds, Matt Maresca. He's not that heavy. He's not that heavy. He's not that heavy. I'm exaggerating.
I'm a little offended about that.
Weighing in at 3,000 pounds, Matt Maresca. Then.
Hello.
Far away from me, but still closer than Matt, we have weighing in at negative 10 pounds, Stephen Carilli.
Dude, you're really overestimating these weights here.
Yeah, I know. You're at least negative 50. And then filling in for Henry today, we have the illustrious, the beautiful, the wonderful, close to me, close to my heart, been friends since 2nd grade, Mickey Edwards.
Mushi Mickey desu, arigato Kuri-senpai.
Mickey will be filling in for Henry today.
Mickey is actually Japanese. He does not speak any English.
He doesn't speak a lick of English. Technically, he's filling in for me because I'm filling in for Henry. So
he's really
got a lot of fillers.
More compact, better version of both of you. So
yeah, he's got a lot of fillers. He's got basically the best qualities about me and Henry, all just in one. Except
I'm the cutest.
He's the cutest. The only problem is he only speaks Japanese, so it's like he has our quality. He's good quality.
Despite the fact that he was just speaking English, he only speaks Japanese.
There's very difficult language barriers because he speaks English, but we don't know what he's saying, and then he speaks Japanese, and we also don't know what he's saying. We just don't understand him. He's an enigma. He's an anomaly. Right now we're speaking Chinese. Okay, so today we're talking Segways are cool. I like to ride them a lot. Today we're going to be talking ghosts and the paranormal. So I guess a good first question to lay out to everybody in the group is: do you believe in ghosts? Anybody wanted to do you subscribe to the idea that there is such thing as a ghost, or like there can be like a haunting, or I don't know? Do you believe in that, Steven?
I believe
my favorite show is Supernatural. So.
Okay, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Damn it, Mickey.
Today's subject actually is Supernatural. A little bait and switch there.
Yeah, we to get Matt on, we had to say it wasn't about Supernatural. We said it was about ghosts, but now it's coming out.
We said it was about the Supernatural, but what we meant was it's about Supernatural.
No, what we meant was the Supernatural. The show, not the
Smash Hit Supernatural.
I know all about Sam and Dean. Okay, I know plenty of things about Supernatural to talk about.
All right, we're gonna have a separate Supernatural podcast where we bash Supernatural, and Mickey and our other friend Darvin come on and speak in favor of Supernatural.
Okay. To actually answer
the question, do you believe in ghosts?
I do believe in ghosts.
And why?
Because
sorry, not why. We'll not do why. We'll save that for later.
It's too bad.
Okay.
We can just say why.
Because both my grandmother and my mom have stories about them encountering ghosts, and I spent lots of summers in childhood going up to Cape Cod and vacationing around there. And apparently the Northeast is like one of the most haunted places ever.
It really is.
Every time we went there, I'd get like one of those like haunting in New England or whatever books and just read ghost stories.
I was gonna say whenever you hear about like a haunting story, it's always like a haunting in New England or a haunting in Connecticut, or like I'm pretty sure actually Connecticut might be like the most haunted state because Amityville's in Connecticut, right?
I actually don't. I think you're right, but
yeah,
I have no idea.
The Amityville horror, like a haunting. I don't know. There's all that stuff.
Cody,
and then what's up?
Did you know Eastern Connecticut State University is the number one hunting school?
It's the number one school to go to if you are a ghost or want to study paranormal study.
We have the best haunting.
I actually got my doctorate
in
paranormal
biggest haunting
study.
in all of New England.
Second bait and switch of the episode. This episode's actually about Eastern. Oh no, sorry, Western. Oh, Eastern?
Eastern, yeah.
Eastern.
Okay, wow. You gotta get off now,
Who's-
Matt. You're
Who's
done.
the guy, who's
Damn
the
it.
guy from
I'm sorry,
Ghost Hunters? I was about to call myself the guy from Ghost Hunters, and the only name that came to my mind was Zach Braff, and I know it's not Zach Braff.
Well, the guy from Ghost Adventures, his name.
Ghost
is Zach.
Adventures, sorry. His name is Zach Baggins, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Zach Baggins.
It's something stupid.
It's bad Zach. Okay, well we're gonna talk about that later. Matt, do you believe in ghosts?
I want to believe in ghosts.
You just
I
don't.
haven't
You just haven't had any
personally- I don't know if-
evidence.
I don't really think I've had any experiences worth talking
Okay, that's
about.
fair
I've
enough.
just felt creeped out at some places. That's
Okay,
fine.
well, but
And
but
I've
you
tried,
do believe in the
I've tried
potential.
really hard too. Yeah.
You do, yeah. Okay, so
To believe
so,
in ghosts.
Yeah.
Or to encounter
Well, I've tried really
ghosts.
hard to find one.
Okay,
You know,
so
I've
so do you
gone
believe
to
in,
more
Matt
scary
put up a
places than
Craigslist
anyone
ad.
else.
do you think you believe in ghosts, or do you think you like the idea more that you want to believe in ghosts? But
I want to have an experience, but
You wanna
until
have
then,
experience,
I'd have to say no.
Alright.
Just buy a
Okay.
Ouija board, dude.
yeah, I will never ever
have a Ouija-
in my
I have a
entire
Ouija
life ever touch one of those fucking things ever.
An
Period.
Ouija board.
And-
Did
and-
I tell you guys
and-
about when my mom had to christen our house with holy water because one
Wait,
of my
no,
sisters'
wait,
friends
save
was a
that.
Ouija
We're
board?
saving
that.
we're
No?
saving
Okay.
stories for later.
Save stories
Ooh.
because I do have a question about like the most convincing like the closest you've gotten or like a paranormal experience you have. That's later on. We'll do a little story segment. But for now,
Stay
Mickey, do you believe in ghosts?
I'm gonna have to go with Matt on this one. So no, but I don't refuse to believe in ghosts.
Okay.
But
Sure.
I did see Annabelle, and they said it was based on a true story. So,
Why would the movie makers lie about
Why
that?
would
so
the
why,
movie make-
I don't- they also said it was the #1 movie in America. So
Yeah,
I
but
have
I
to
heard
believe
that
Yeah, I mean-
Avengers was the #1 movie in America.
I'm
No,
pretty sure
it
every
has a
movie is
ghost
the
in it,
number one
doesn't
movie
it?
in America.
Did you know that Avengers they're actually ghosts the entire time? They're not actually a superhero squad. They're a ghost superhero squad. They can't be
If you
beat.
wait till the end of the credits, you get to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
find
It's the
out-
fact that they wake up on an island and it's just lost.
you
It's
find
just
out
like
they're-
a,
Since the
that had
Avengers
nothing
are
to do
real.
with ghosts.
since the Avengers are real,
Iron Man
that's
never left the
real.
cave.
He died there. All of it is just his fever dream as he's dying.
Okay. All right. Here we go. moving on. Another wonderful segue. See, Henry.
All right, Henry's the
segues
best.
are
Henry's the
s-
best
yeah.
at segues. I'm
Okay, yeah.
second best by virtue of the fact that I'm not too good, but I'm definitely better than Cody at this point.
I just like I
I've
don't
never
I,
even tried, to be fair to Cody.
I don't
I'm
want
sort
it
of
to be like
safe
quiet.
there.
Like I just kind of want to keep on talking, but then like it gets quiet, so then I just kind of move on myself. But it's just a terrible
Well, we haven't formulated the official rankings yet because Matt has yet to
be
do
question
any
master or
segues.
segue on. Okay. So
Speaking of which,
yes.
Cody, give us the next
Oh, okay.
question.
Speaking of which, I have the next question. Okay, so hypothetical situation. Say Mickey and Matt, your answers were yes. If you were to have one person from history or one person from any period of time ever that's dead right now to come back and be your ghostly companion, your ghostly buddy, who would it be? And you would hang out with them, and they would just be like a real person, but they would also be a ghost, and you would just get into ghost adventures, and you would just
Ghost hijinks.
you just get into ghost hijinks. They'd like sneak into like the other room and they'd tell you what's going on, or like sneak into the locker room and you could like become a ghost too with them. Like if you touch them, you become a ghost too. Like if they
Oh, now you're
grab on-
adding. Now you're adding
Now I'm
crazy
adding on
shit
to
here.
Okay.
Wait. So I could turn into a
Let's-
ghost with this guy?
Let's take that out. That
Okay,
that's
let's
not.
take that part out. I want to take that part out because I was just kind of
It's going
talking
from ghost adventures to just going into locker rooms.
to just
Yeah. That's
Okay.
the ability to become a ghost is
Now it's
completely
weird.
unrelated to the historical figure.
basically here. I just
At
want
that
to
point, it doesn't
I want to
matter
go
who
into
it
the
is.
girls' locker room because I'm just curious as to what a girl looks like. I've never seen one. I want to know what they look like. Okay.
Okay, so if you can have one historical figure become your ghost, come back and be your
Ghost
ghost
companion,
buddy,
and you
who
hang
would
out
it
with them
be?
all the time, and you be best friends with them forever for the rest of your foreseeable life, and then you die, and then you both hang out
This is
somebody else.
I have my answer.
all right.
I want to do it with Otto. I want to have my ghost companion be Otto von Bismarck because he kind of is like a German version of Ron Swanson, and he just kind of hang out with me. And he has this big bushy mustache, and I could like float around. He'd yell at me in German all the time, and he could like write out my poli-sci papers for me.
Oh wait, question:
perfect.
Do we both speak the same language, even if it's somebody from
okay.
another country?
He knew
I'm gonna
English,
say that-
Steven. He knew English.
I am just asking this question. That has nothing to do with you.
I'm gonna say that
He
yes.
fucking knew, Stephen.
That they yes. You guys can understand each other. So,
Right.
but they will
I just
also
know German. Do I just know German?
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that
Okay.
I'm not saying that he has to speak English. I'm just saying that there will be you will be able to understand what he's saying and you'll be able to talk to him
We
in
have
whatever
a ghostly
language.
connection.
Yeah, you have some sort of ghostly connection.
He
And it
learned
could
whatever
be
language he knew. So it's actually kind of like taking a really good language class, like picking your ghostly.
Like the
companion. So you
best,
find
like-
a Chinese guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you take like a German class and then you just have Otto von Bismarck like whispering into your ear, but then you actually just end up writing like "Viva la Fourth Reich."
I have my answer.
Okay,
All
go
right,
ahead.
well, that's not.
Yeah,
That's not.
I
the
hope
story.
nobody heard
That
that.
was wrong. There was never a fourth
I
Reich.
know. That was what me and Stuart had our Xbox.
I'm not talking about future Otto von Bismarck.
He also said "Viva la," which I'm pretty sure is not German. I don't know.
Um,
I'm not that good at languages.
We're talking about the 2200 Otto von Bismarck who lived in Cuba. Started the Cuban Revolution of 2200.
If you could have
hold
one
on.
ghost
So-
from the future come back in time,
Okay, Mecha Otto von Bismarck, and he's just a big giant robot. Wait, hold on. Look at this link I'm putting in the chat right now.
why you can't be doing this?
No. Make this the cover of the podcast. I looked up Otto von Bismarck, and there's a picture of it's Otto von Bismarck on the left and a girl on the right, and it just says Margot versus Otto. Like they're gonna fight. They're gonna like fight each other, and, like go like toe to toe in like a battle of the wits or something. It just says it's her summer reading program. Oh
All
my
right,
god.
so
Thank you for this.
Mickey said
Thank
he
you for
has
this
an
one.
answer.
Yeah, Vicky does have an answer. Go ahead, Vicky.
Oh, I have an answer. I would want to bring back Jefferson Davis,
Ooh,
who is the leader of the Confederates,
interesting
just
odd choice.
so I can constantly witness his reaction to the world today.
That's
a good
exactly
one.
what I was thinking
That's
in
a
my
good
like
one.
yeah. That's what I was thinking in my thing. Like, who could I bring back that would be the most shocked by like not only
Just
like our
miserable?
culture but like our technology and just be like, what is this? But I don't know.
I don't know why he's-
I don't know why he's here.
So he's talking about. So yours is also Otto von Bismarck.
Mine is also Otto von Bismarck. Yeah, no, okay, all right, I like that. That's a very interesting choice. I like that though. Jefferson Davis, just have him be like
Mickey, I'm
baffled.
just picturing Mickey would like keep him locked in a chair with like I don't know like holy water or something and a cross, and just like have a picture of Barack Obama giving like a video of him giving speeches on repeat over and over again, and he just has a squirm there.
I like
Once
how
again in my head, I just picture him yelling no, but he's yelling it in a German accent. I don't know why. I'm picturing all these people with a German accent. Oh, this is dumb. I don't like this.
I'm
It's
gonna
just-
take him to Kanye concerts.
Damn, Confederate flags and Advil. Last night was mad real. Okay, that's my rap line. Confederate flags and Advil. Last night was mad real.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's real, and it was written by Kanye.
And it was written by Kanye in conjunction with Jefferson Davis.
That's a lyric from Bound to, I think. Right?
I'm falling in love.
Alright, now, Tony,
Yeah, what's up?
what does this ghost eventually return into the living
No,
body
Like I said,
in the
he has to-
past?
Oh
causing a
shit!
butterfly?
Oh,
It
fuck.
becomes zombie Jefferson Davis who tries to kill Kanye West because
who
of
tries to start
desecration of the
another-
Confederate flag.
I think we're formulating a screenplay here.
He tries to start another succession of the United States, and this time he succeeds and actually cuts the U.S. in half with his zombie powers. And so the U.S. so
He
the southern
literally
U.S.
karate chops the ground and separates America.
It separates the
in
U.S.
We can't do that. That's pretty much the plot to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
That's
half. I don't remember that part.
We cannot
That's Cloudy
copy
with a
that
Chance of
plot.
Meatballs to me. I'm looking right now to a lawyer, and he's shaking his head. He's saying, "No, we can't talk about that." All right, they have that copyrighted. What kind of food would be able to chop the world in half? Like a giant meatball. It would
I
just
have
cut-
my answer.
What
I
are
don't
you?
know.
What are you saying?
I don't
Wait,
know.
you
If
have-
you,
I
I don't know if you have
headphones
your
off for a
answer,
second.
Cody, but I have mine.
You have you have your answer for what kind of food would be able to chop the world in half? I'd love to hear it. I
No,
would love to hear it.
for the actual question.
All right, go
Um,
ahead.
I would say I would bring back Rasputin. if he's even really dead. So that
That's true.
So once he comes back, I'll disappear into a cave for 10 years and come out with crazy magic Russian wizard powers and amaze you all. So that's why.
I like.
So that's
He
pretty
could
cool.
teach you how to like pick up like hundreds of thousands of women at once, apparently.
Yeah, and
Because that's all he did.
how to not die from being poisoned.
How to grow super long beards. Yeah, I can see it.
It would be fucking
Yeah,
sick.
and
We'd be wizard buddies.
He would just teach you how to not die. That'd be fucking awesome. You could just be forever immortal.
Well, not totally successful
I don't know.
because he is a ghost in this.
Forever
scenario,
immortal is kind of
but
redundant. That's kind of a redundant statement. Forever immortal.
Temporary immortality is not that great.
Yeah, temporary immortality is better. Okay, so we got Otto von Bismarck. We got Jefferson flagship. We got.
That was. I feel like you were going for Jefferson airplane reference there. And you kind of dropped the ball.
I meant to say that, and I said flagship instead because I was thinking. We got Rasputin, and last but not least, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go and do a shout out to the last podcast and bring back Paul Walker. We're gonna because he is who this podcast was named after. This is
Rest
the
in
Paul
peace.
Walker. Does this make us dad? Does this make us dad people? No, I have to bring back my dad. No, okay. Serious answer. I get to bring back 3 people. Okay.
He's not dead for anyone.
I have super special powers. I'm gonna have to go and say that I'm gonna bring back. I didn't really think about this. I kind of just thought that, or I kind of thought the same thing as Mickey, that I'd bring back somebody that would just be like ridiculously fixated on like how like technology is different and how like the world is different. And then I was like, I'll bring back that. I thought to myself like, oh yeah, I'll bring back Hitler and like torture him and make him like
What?
live in this world. Then I was like, no, then I'd be a terrible person for saying I wanted to bring back Hitler from the dead. So I'm gonna have to say,
so you can't really torture him.
okay, yeah,
Now
that's
that
true.
you've gone both ways, you're gonna have a different answer, but you still actually said the Hitler one. So
Um,
I think you're a bad
so-
person.
Yeah, I was hoping nobody would bring up Hitler, but then again, this is the Does This Mad Big
Does this bad as bad?
Does his dad make us dead?
I think I just had a stroke.
I think
Alright, sorry.
What
Yeah,
happened?
Mickey
that's
dropped
okay.
out of the call for a second.
okay.
If
Okay.
anybody didn't notice.
We
Not
talked
like you guys noticed.
We talked about a lot of things. We talked about how if you were to die, we're probably gonna not have you come back as a ghost.
Cody inevitably brought up Hitler.
Yeah, I brought up Hitler,
which we were
instead of
hoping
that.
to avoid, but whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna bring back Philip Seymour Hoffman, and I'm gonna hang out with Philip Seymour Hoffman, just so that he could do that one laugh that he does in The Big
How
Lebowski.
many times are we
when-
going to make reference to that?
Every time, because that is my favorite moment in movie history forever. It will always be
66% of our podcasts now currently make reference to that laugh.
to Philip Seymour. Just,
And Paul
I'll
Walker.
I'll suck the
100%.
con-
make
yeah,
reference.
I'll-
100% make reference.
100% make reference to Paul Walker. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and just type in Philip Seymour Hoffman, Big Lebowski, and laugh, and you'll love it.
You really
Okay.
just picked the giants of history, you know, Rasputin, Otto von Bismarck, Jefferson Davis, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. That's that should be like Mount Rushmore, honestly.
Otherwise known as the Fantastic Four.
Can you imagine a movie with those 4 people? How that'd be awesome.
Rasputin would be the Mr. Fantastic. He'd stretch a lot.
Yeah,
I
he's
can
the
see
one that
that.
he's the leader of the group. He ties the whole thing together.
He's the
really.
leader of the bunch. You know him well.
Bismarck is the
Well,
thing.
that's the Big Bang Theory cast.
Wow. Oh God. If
I like this idea better.
if I could, if I could reverse the process and effectively get rid of some people from the world, it would definitely be the cast of The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Wow, harsh.
My mom made me watch that show again. Well, she didn't make me. I was sitting out in my living. She forced me. She like a Clockwork Orange when they forced me to watch all that media. She
You
did that. She had one of those machines.
You said she made me. She didn't make me. She forced me.
No, I was sitting out in my living room over the weekend, and she put it on, and then like she was just watching it, and I was just thinking to myself, this is God. Like I had to put on like headphones and like cancel out all the noise just so I like didn't have to deal with that fucking show. Oh my God. I don't know why she watched it. Okay, but that was last podcast. Okay, so now we answered that. Let's talk about ghosts. Now that we're talking about famous people and ghosts in the media, let's talk about the best media surrounding ghosts, like the best movie or the best like.
You know, you put a little more effort into that. So
Yeah, I try. You see,
I'm gonna
you
give
see,
you an A for effort on that one.
Oh,
Your segues
fuck,
are improving.
No, shit, I remembered who I wanted to say. I wouldn't bring back Philip Seymour Hoffman. I'd bring back Patrick Swayze. That's who I'd bring back. That's who I was thinking of. I couldn't think of who I was thinking of, and then I remembered the movie.
Cody, he was already brought back to film the movie Ghost.
That's what I'm saying. I remembered Ghost because I was thinking
Well
about the
played.
pottery scene today, and I was like, shit, that's fucking sick. That's a sick movie.
Wait, what?
Scene. I was thinking about the pottery scene, and I was like, what's the best movie about ghosts? And then I thought about Ghost, and then I thought about Patrick Swayze, and I was like, man, it'd be so sick if I could hang out with Patrick Swayze, and that's why I wrote that question, so I could hang out with Patrick Swayze, and I just completely forgot.
Patrick Swayze died?
Yeah, he died a long time ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
Died in the 1800s, dude.
Are you serious?
Our most beloved American writer,
I didn't know he was
Patrick
dead.
Swayze.
Wait, do you actually not know that he died?
I didn't know he died.
Yeah, he died in
Oh,
2009.
that's awful.
Yeah,
Does
he
this
died
make
in
us bad
2009.
people podcast
fuck.
dropping knowledge on you?
I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna.
The only
That's-
knowledge we give out to people is the death date.
He had pancreatic cancer. That's a shame. That's actually terrible. That's really bad.
I didn't know he was dead.
You're not
So
going to bring
not good. No, I am gonna bring him back,
Okay.
but not with pancreatic cancer. I'm
Okay,
gonna bring it
alright,
back.
that was the question.
I'm gonna bring it back without pancreatic cancer, and we're just gonna hang out and fucking roundhouse kick people and rape out people's jugulars.
Alright.
I also just added an R to a lot of those things. Okay, so I said we could rip out peepers' throats.
Peeper's jugular.
We can rip out peepers. Okay, we can rip out their fucking peepers and their jugulars. Okay, so best media about ghosts. Let's start off with movies. Best movie about a ghost.
I already know my answer.
And it could be a serious movie, like it could be like seriously good about it, like a very good, like a scary movie. I actually know what you're gonna say too.
Yeah, you do.
It's Pulse.
Don't take my what? You can't do that to me.
No. I'm not saying that's my favorite. I'm just saying that's gonna be your
You
favorite.
can't just take my answer and then drop
sorry.
it before I have a chance to explain myself.
I'm sorry. You can go
So
first.
Steven
No,
should Ghost.
no, I'm not gonna go. No, it's fine. Somebody else go.
Yeah. Okay. So it could be like a seriously scary movie, or it could be like a funny movie about like I don't know. Actually, the only thing I'm thinking of is like Beetlejuice and Ghostbusters and like Casper, like for like silly movie, like silly scary movies. But like
Dude,
you know,
Cat-
that would have ghosts and not like zombies.
it's all fun and games until you realize that Casper the ghost is just a dead child.
Yeah, it's a very serious movie, dude.
It really is. Yeah. It talks about childhood mortality and how the rates are going up.
Reminds us all that we could die at any
All right,
moment.
who has an answer? Let's do that.
Okay. Yeah. Let's actually answer it. So, who'd like to go first for their?
Since we all know Steven, so you should probably go
Yeah.
first.
My favorite
Go ahead,
movie
Steve, I'm
about
sorry.
my favorite movie about ghosts, as you already know, is Pulse, which is a Japanese film that got an American remake. I haven't seen the American remake, so I can't comment on it. But the original was really good. It's all atmospheric horror.
Is it
It
called?
really gets under
Pulse?
your skin.
Well, no, the Japanese one is called Cairo.
Yeah, Cairo.
So
I thought you said a house.
No, House is
fuck
also
no.
a great movie.
House.
House. But yeah, Pulse is great.
I haven't seen the Japanese one, and I haven't seen the American one, but I heard good things about the Japanese one, and I
Did
heard
you hear good
kinda,
things about it from me?
No, I mean, yes, from you and Henry, but like also from like other sources. And then I heard that the American remake isn't that great, but it has Sam Levine in it, so how could it not be the best movie ever made? Because Sam Levine is amazing.
So, yeah.
The kid from Freaks and Geeks, in case some of you. No, I don't know what fuck. Continue on.
All right,
Go on.
stop
I'm gonna
talking.
insult people.
But yeah, I like Pulse a lot, and it's great because it's not just about ghosts; it's about the ghost apocalypse. So have fun with that.
I really want to see it. I downloaded it a while ago, but I just haven't watched it. All right, Mickey or Matt? Is everyone
Alright,
gonna
I'll
go?
toss and who wants to?
Oh,
Wow.
All
Mickey, as the guest, please go ahead.
yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of ghost films. I'm gonna go with The Scrooge, the Bill Murray adaptation.
Please tell us more.
You've been Scrooged.
You've been
That's
screwed.
not all.
That's all I can think of.
That's all you got right now. Okay.
It was between Ghostbusters, The Sixth Sense, and The Scrooge, and I don't
Yeah.
like The Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense is okay. The Sixth Sense has the best actor ever in it.
Bruce Willis
Willis.
was dead, Cody.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Okay, I'd bring back Bruce Willis's character from The Sixth Sense, and we'd hang out with Haley Joel Osment, and we'd all hang out together.
What
Okay, go
happened
ahead,
to Haley
Steven.
Joel Osment? Does he just do nothing with his life now?
I'm pretty. Oh, no. He was in that movie with that recent movie Tusk. He was in that movie.
So he's not up to
He's
anything.
kind of fat
right?
now.
Yeah, he is. He's really fat now. But I mean, I guess that kind of happens to everybody after they like age. They just kind of get fat, and he just. I mean, he's not really doing anything.
Now he's 26.
He hasn't done anything in a while. Oh shit, he's in the new Entourage movie. I didn't know that.
All right.
Okay.
I have an
go ahead.
answer. My answer would be. Oh wow! Wait.
You
What
can
was
do it,
my
man.
answer? Wait.
I believe
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go with a little known gem that I think Cody and Steven and I think Mickey know about. It's a movie called Candyman.
Oh god.
God.
Oh god.
Is he even really a ghost?
I
don't know.
think so. Well,
He's a ghost that can stab people.
He's a black
was
guy
he
made
dead
of
though?
bees.
Like, yeah, no, he was dead. Like they killed
It's
him. They definitely
It's a
killed
pretty
him.
great movie because it's a terrible ghost story overlaid with an even worse social commentary on people in Chicago. And
about like the slums of Chicago.
it's like about the slums of Chicago, but it thinks the slums of Chicago are like a really
Are
bad
filled
version
with
of
ghosts.
3 looks out. It's just like these deserted apartment blocks with like burning trash everywhere with like random people shuffling around. It's
Fun
I also-
fact: in
It's one of the
Chicago, they
dumbest
don't burn
things.
trash all the time.
I also
Well, no,
distinctly
let me-
remember the ending like didn't make any sense, and we were all really confused as to
Yeah,
what
Let me
because
rephrase. When I said burning trash, I didn't mean like burning trash in a trash can, which is a thing you can see in
There's
real
just a
places.
big pile of
There's, like,
trash.
like
There's like a
piles of
hundred
garbage.
thousands.
There's a lot of furniture there, like
pile of
furniture that they
trash.
could have used in their like complexes. They could have just had somewhat decent furniture. They just threw it all in a big wooden pile and just burned it.
People also like spray painted the inside of their own apartment buildings.
That was some
like,
pretty sick graffiti though. Don't
like,
lie
were
about
in
that.
their kitchens.
Alright.
They were just
Can I
everywhere.
take my answer back?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
gonna,
sure,
are you
go
gonna make
ahead.
a Candyman?
Alright, guys. The Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy.
Oh my god, you fucking asshole! You took my movie. You're such a dick.
No, I didn't.
Oh no! Oh no! That movie is so good. No, that movie is so bad, but so good because it's so funny.
Because it's Eddie Von Murphy.
I will actually put that movie on every time like I scroll past it in on like cable, like when it's on cable and like the movie channels. I'll always put that on over like anything. Oh, that movie is like the perfect. It's the
I've never
perfect
seen
movie
I've never
ever.
seen that movie.
I feel like I watched it like when I was a kid when it came out, but I don't really remember it that much.
Matt, you should see it. I got a 4.9 out of 10.
Wow,
And that's IMDb saying it, and they can't lie on that website.
it's true.
It's impossible.
They always know. All right. For some reason I looked up ghost movies right now, and the one of the top ones was Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby. But that's not my movie. That's a pretty like okay movie.
That's your movie.
I'm gonna have to say my favorite ghost movie would have to be. Oh my god, I don't
Patrick
know.
Swayze.
Yeah, The Ghost of Patrick Swayze, the movie. No,
Starring
I
Cody
guess-
Bergeron and Patrick
yeah.
Swayze.
starring me and Patrick Swayze together, where we just get into ghostly hijinks. I guess it will probably have to be Ghostbusters. I don't know. I love Ghostbusters. It's like a.
Cody,
It's
didn't
a
you make these questions? You kind of seem like you didn't have an answer for.
no, I didn't for a lot of them. I didn't have for a lot of them. I don't have an answer for a lot of these. Then I just like. But it doesn't make
The
any
answer
sense
to every
'cause I wrote
question
them.
was the Haunted Mansion, and now that I stole that, Cody can't use it.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
The
It was
Haunted
like,
Mansion,
okay,
the movie, The Haunted Mansion, the ride, an actual Haunted Mansion.
It was. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes, the Haunted Mansion. If you could hang out with one person, Bill. Fucking Bill Burr. Oh my god. Oh no. Eddie
If you
Murphy.
could hang out with one
Haunted
person, who would
Mansion.
it be? The Haunted Mansion.
Okay, the most haunted place I've ever been to, the Haunted Mansion in Disney. It's genius.
It's filled with
It
ghosts.
works for everything. Yeah, I guess I'll say Ghostbusters.
How do you think they get all those things to move on their own? Ghosts.
Ghosts. Speaking of which, how do you guys feel about the new Ghostbusters with the all female cast?
Is that a
I actually
thing?
have looked up almost nothing about it.
Really?
Clitties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what did you just say, Mickey?
Ghost clitties.
Oh God.
I don't know.
Muff.
I'm not really sure. I haven't looked it up yet. I haven't looked up.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. Well, I knew it was a
Look it
thing,
up
and
now.
then like I just recently found
I
out that it was
actually
actually like approved to be a
It's a
thing.
bill. It's yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just Bill Murray saying that would be a really good cast.
No, but like I'm pretty sure they're actually doing it. I'm pretty sure it's like those. I'm pretty sure it's Kristen Wiig, Emma Stone, the chick that played the chick that was in Freaks and Geeks and the Scooby Doo movie who played Velma. I forget her name. You know the girl I'm talking about, the main girl in Freaks and Geeks.
The chubby lady who's in Bridesmaids.
That fat lady who's not funny whatsoever, and everybody loves her for some reason.
Yeah.
She's
yeah.
funny. She's
I
pretty
know.
funny.
I don't think she's funny at all.
She was
Oh my
really
God.
funny in Bridesmaids. I thought.
McCarthy.
Yeah.
She's just not
McCarthy-
funny in the actual show. What's it called?
Mike and Molly.
Jane. That's terrible. But like,
That's
she's
an
actually really
actor.
funny in movies. That's like one of the.
I've never actually seen her in any movies.
She's in
She's
that
funny.
one.
She's funny in Bridesmaids. She was funny.
She's-
Yeah,
That's
now that I
a
think
movie.
about it, I've never seen Bridesmaids, and anything else she's been in just seems awful.
No,
Yeah.
just don't watch Jack and Jill ever, because that's like one of the worst shows ever created. It's
Mike and Molly.
Wait, is that no Mike and
Mike
Molly?
and Molly.
Jack and Jill's the name of the movie where Adam Sandler plays his ghost twin.
Correction, that's the worst.
I also don't
thing
think
ever
I
made.
don't think they were ghosts.
How
in that
sick
movie.
would that be? Hold on, time out. If Jack and Jill was made, but instead of Adam Sandler's twin, it's a ghost twin that only he can see.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it would be the same movie.
Yeah, actually,
It would
kind
be
of.
no different.
The only reason that movie is funny is because the entire movie is based off of the fact that they want to get Al Pacino for a commercial, and he's promoting the Dunkachino, and I just think that's so funny, Al Pacino and the Dunkachino. It's such a funny name for a drink, the Dunkachino.
Isn't Dunkachino not
Oh, no,
a
they're
real
not.
thing?
No, it is. I'm pretty
They
sure
have
it is.
It's a hot chocolate coffee at Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkachino is
Cody.
it's a unique blend of coffee and hot chocolate. Yeah, what's up?
Correction on that movie. It doesn't look like they actually have made casting decisions yet. They're just doing the all-female cast, and then Bill Murray said that would be his cast.
But they are making the movie.
They
Yeah,
are. It's
they are
definitely
making
an all-female
Ghostbusters
cast.
3, and
It's a good idea. That'll be cool.
I thought it was. I thought it was.
I haven't seen the what's her? I think her name's Linda something.
Oh my God, Linda
Cardellini.
Cardellini. Yeah,
she was
she's
super. She was amazing in Freaks and Geeks. I don't know
Well,
what
yeah.
she's done with her career since.
no.
then.
Well, after that, she was in the live action Scooby Doo movie, which I was gonna say was my favorite. Oh no, wait, what? Oh no, Scooby Doo and Zombie Island. That's
Scooby-Doo
about
Escape
zombies,
from
though.
Zombie Island? or whatever it
Scooby Doo
was?
Zombie Island is the best fucking zombie movie. Oh, she was in Grandma's Boy too.
She was in
remember that?
Batman. Oh, I haven't gotten
Was
this part. Oh shit.
God, you're still asleep for yourself. God damn it, Matt. Yeah,
Live-
she
live
played
on the
Velma in the
podcast.
Scooby Doo movie. Okay, so we did that. All right. Now, speaking of Dunkachinos and worst movies being Jack and Jill,
I can guarantee this is going to be a terrible segue.
what do you think is the worst representation of ghosts in the media? What do you think is the
Sort
worst
of.
television show or the worst show? Wow, those are two of the same things. I meant worst movie or worst television show about ghosts, and it could be one of those campy, stupid ghosts.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Candyman. As well.
Okay, so Matt's going for a twofer on his answer, just like I went
For
for the
the
Haunted
exact
Mansion on
same
this one as
reasons.
well.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and say Ghost Adventures for being both the worst and the best.
I knew you were gonna take it. I was gonna try and get in there before you said it because I 100% agree that Ghost Adventures with Zach Baggins is the worst and the best ghost television show. Okay, yeah.
Ghost Adventures is another one of those
Can we-
derivative, like, people hunt ghost things, but it's just the dumbest, like, douchiest guys doing
Oh my
the
God.
stupidest.
He-
Oh, it's so
every
funny.
single
Zach
time.
Baggins?
It's so
What's
funny.
that?
Let's just talk specifically about the man Zach Baggins.
I could talk about Zach Baggins any day of the week. I could talk about him
The
7
man
days a
who
week. He is
literally challenges ghosts to fight him
to fights.
while pounding his chest.
He,
Look,
he
guys.
one time in the middle of the show pounded his chest and said, "I'm ready for the fight tonight."
I'm ready for the fight tonight.
I'm
Yo,
really-
you ghost drained our energy for
You
the
guys
fight
drained
tonight?
their energy. Oh my God! There's a picture of Zach Baggins and his face is put over Frodo Baggins. Oh my God, this is amazing. Yeah, he's one of those guys that you could tell is like also like a douche too. Like he just looks like a douche. No, like every single time he's like his. Okay, here is his first line of pictures on Google Images. There's one of him like giving like a contemplating look into the camera. There's one of him with his stupid spiked up hair. There's one of him with no shirt on, just being like a muscly dude. And there's another one with him with like his sideways hat and he just has a cookie in his hand. There's one where he has like vampire fangs. He's just such a dick. Oh my god. He
wears a lot of black tight t-shirts with random graphics on it from nothing.
Yeah, it's just like random like tribal graphics on it, like the indicative sign that you're like just a fucking douchebag is like the tribal tattoo. Sorry if you're listening and you have a tribal tattoo.
Sorry if you're listening to this and you're a douchebag.
if you're listening to this and you're a douchebag, Mickey.
Go to your closet and count the amount of tight black tees you have. If
Count
it's
the
over
amount-
one, you're a douchebag.
Count the amount of
Actually, if it's
tap-out
over
brand
zero,
merchandise you have.
But also, having the worst cast in the world, he also has one of the best cast members in the world, Aaron, who's the cameraman.
Who gets
the camera guy.
the shit out of the stick on everything.
Who literally one time they made him sit inside a shower at a penitentiary.
Shower in a prison.
Where apparently there was like accounts of people getting raped by ghosts.
No, somebody died there because they were raped to death in the showers.
Somebody died there because they were
confused
raped.
that story. You really thought it was that ghosts raped people to death.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Matt sounds so concerned for a minute.
I was just like,
people rape people. It's a
don't you
thing
think
that
that'd be a bigger
happens,
deal
okay?
if like people had actually died because of ghost rape? Don't you think that would be the press?
They put him in the showers.
Sequel.
They put him in the showers and they lock him in there, and they just go, "This is the shower where he was raped to death." And then Aaron just looks at the camera and goes, "Come on, dude."
He goes, "Come on, guys." I'm pretty sure they also put him in like a wig too. I think they also like
that did not happen. You are making that up. You are making that up.
Then definitely at some other point he had a wig on and the show.
What is going on
There's
with
a picture of Zach Baggage and it says, "Baby, will you be my trigger object?"
Please.
Okay.
You can't just be.
All right, Mickey, do you have anything for the worst representation of ghosts in media?
I just want to point out, wait, everyone listening quick, that Cody just is continuously sending us links to these things.
Yeah, he's just browsing the internet and sending us pictures.
I'm on the internet sending everybody pictures that
I can't think of anything other than ghost hunting television. But if you want to know the best, Danny Phantom.
Oh,
I hated Danny Phantom.
Did you really?
I hated it.
Why?
Danny Phantom fucking hated you, Steven.
Good. I'm glad.
I might sound racist, but
Nope. That's nope. You're wrong.
No,
Don't say
hold on,
that.
hold
Probably,
on.
yeah. Probably just don't say it.
Was the kid? Okay, he wasn't. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say was the black guy that played the black friend on Danny Phantom also the guy who played Cookie in Ned's class?
Cody, the answer is yes.
The answer I was hoping for was yes, but Ricky Deshaun Collins is not Cookie from Ned's
He plays
Declassified.
chef in South Park.
No, that's Shaft, and that's sick. But then they made fun of Scientology, so Shaft had to leave. Okay,
We should do a whole episode about Ned Declassified, I think.
I'd be so
You know,
down.
I'm sure we could keep
Wait,
that
hold on.
afloat for an hour.
Does anybody else remember the clip from Ned's Declassified where hold on, shoe. He talks into the shoe and some famous basketball player
You're talking
like
about
talks
that
back at
Vine,
him?
aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's an actual thing.
I don't. Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's
he's
a point in
actually
the show.
talking to shoes and basketball players come out.
No. Ned talks into the shoe, and then the face of the basketball player looks back up at him and just goes, "I believe in you, Ned. You can do it, Ned."
Yeah, we didn't think it was real at first, but the dude says Ned.
But he says Ned, and I don't know how often this. I don't know who it was because I don't know basketball. I should have shown it to one of you guys. But it was me and Steven watching the connoisseurs and experts of basketball.
Wait, I'm typing in Ned Declassified basketball right now. Let's see what happens.
All right, let's see what happens. Okay, but while Matt does
We
that,
really can't be doing this during the podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Well, while Matt does that, let's talk now that we've talked about ghosts in the media.
Like half of these podcasts is just us looking up dumb
Yeah, it's
shit
just
on the
like
internet.
dumb stuff. Let's go with ghost story. It's story time. story time, and then right now we add a little harp in there. It goes
Story time.
And we're gonna tell stories about ghosts, stories about the closest you've ever come, you think, to or the most terrifying paranormal experience, or the closest you think you've come to seeing or like being with I don't know, like just a paranormal experience. The closest you've come to coming in contact. That's what I'm looking for.
Experience.
With a ghost, or like just a terrifying experience you've had. One of those.
This is probably gonna just for anybody to answer. This is probably gonna be the last question before we move on to our end.
Okay,
stuff.
that's perfect though, because that's like the last of the good questions.
Cody just has a whole bunch of shit waiting for us after this.
Other ones, I don't even know what I wrote. I wrote this like an hour ago. I wrote this like mid-class. For number 9, it just says appearance. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I just wrote it. I just wrote appearance. Okay, so ghost stories.
A ghost possessed you when you were writing that, so it's not yours.
That's my story. That's
now you're ruining Cody's story.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Okay, so Matt, I know you had one already that you were gonna tell.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that was the one you wanted to tell.
It's not really terrifying so much as just odd
thing.
Well, when I was kind of younger. Well, I don't know, I was like in 6th grade. My sister was like in 8th grade, and she was all like into being emo and blah 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 because she's a nerd. And she had a bunch of her friends over, and they had just bought a Ouija board. And one of her stupid friends was like a Satanist at the time, in quotes, because he's an 8th grader, so he can't be a Satanist yet.
That's really weird.
Man, if he wants to accept the Dark Lord into his heart, who are you to stop him?
So my sister brought this Ouija board down, and like her and her stupid friend and like 3 other people were there. And then he was like, "I'm gonna summon a demon." So he like did this like chant and like Satanist like things and stuff, and like was like making his hand move to spell like Satan and like Baal and like other names for the devil. Except Baal isn't the name.
Yeah, Baal's not the devil.
That's the Carthaginian.
He's thinking of Bob.
So he's moving his finger around, and then my mom comes down after he's like midway through spelling out like Baal and the thing. He's like, "Hey, Mrs. Maresca, I'm summoning a demon right now." My mom like freaked the fuck out and kicked everyone out of her house. She was like, "Leave." And she grabbed the Ouija board and like threw it outside. And my mom's like doesn't even believe, she's like a hardcore atheist, but for something about this freaked her out. Like it kicked in this weird Catholic school upbringing she had. She like threw it out. Everyone left her house, and
maybe she doesn't believe in God because she's seen proof of the devil.
I want you.
She just brought all this holy water out that I don't know where we had it. Like we hadn't gone to church in years, and she just grabbed this holy water and was like pouring it all over our basement and like trying to purify it and like reading things out of the Bible.
That's kind of terrifying.
Atheist.
Yeah.
That's
I don't really understand if she's an atheist.
That's kind of actually terrifying.
What is she trying to cover up, Matt? What has she been hiding from you?
I don't know. Maybe she's the Satanist.
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe she was so scared because she knew it was working. She recognized that spell.
Ancient devil burial grounds.
The reason Kanye released 808s and Heartbreaks, that the worst album of all time, was because that devil summoning was the Illuminati. All right, no one. Oh wow.
Nope. Empty.
Next story.
Crickets.
Because the Illuminati is.
Does anybody have a story?
No.
Or,
I have no.
Do you want me to go? Okay, you can go, Steven. Go ahead.
No. I want to go with Cody.
You want me? All right, fine. I'll tell my story.
I never said anything.
No, I said, Steven, do you want to go? And then Matt said, no, I'm gonna go with Cody. All right, I think.
I just thought Cody wasn't actually prepared, so I want to see.
No, I am for this one. This is the only question I am prepared for. And Mickey and Steven know exactly what the story I'm gonna tell. It was like sophomore year, and me, Mickey, Steven, and Jack White, one of our other friends, went to Martha's Vineyard for a nice vacation.
Oh yeah, I remember.
and it was a lovely vacation. It was a lovely house, lovely time, great people. But I'm pretty sure the house was haunted. And because I remember this because, or like I had this premonition, and I never told anybody at the time when we were staying at the house.
Yeah, he told us like 6 months after.
But like a lot of time, like we stayed there for a week, so like it was like 6 or 7 nights, right? That we stayed there probably because it was a total. Yeah, so it was like 6 or 7 nights we stayed there, and like the first couple nights nothing really happened, and then like the second couple nights I started waking up like in the middle of the night with like this really strong like feeling that something was watching me, like something was. I don't know where it came from. There's a window at the front of my bed.
Me. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That was me.
Yeah, it was terrifying because like I once I wake up in the middle of the night, I have a really hard time falling asleep because I need like noise and light to fall asleep, or like something. I don't know. I need something in the room to fall asleep too. And it was just quiet and really dark because I forget who was in the other bed that night. So like I kind of thought nothing of it. And, like eventually like I got back to sleep. And then one night, I went upstairs, and like the door was kind of open, and I was upstairs because I was super tired. Everybody else was downstairs, and I heard somebody coming up the stairs, and like I saw a shadow of somebody going into the room across from ours, and so I was like, all right, whatever. It must be. I'm pretty sure Steven was staying in that bedroom that night. So I was like, all right, Steven must be going to bed too. I'm going to bed, so like it makes sense. And I walked downstairs, and everybody else was downstairs.
Everybody was dead.
No, well, yeah, everybody was dead. No, everybody else was downstairs, and I specifically remember seeing a shadow, and like I remember hearing like the door creak open, and like I remember seeing it, and that night was like the worst of the nights too because I woke up in the middle of the night like screaming, and then apparently I was like whimpering at some point in my sleep. I was like looking.
Jack said that he saw you like cowering in the corner.
Yeah,
like,
Jack said that. Yeah, Jack said that I was curled up in a ball and looking directly at him and like whimpering on my bed. And I have and it was the same night that I'm pretty sure that I saw Steven go upstairs, and it was just everybody else was downstairs, like everybody else, and there was only one way to get to that bedroom, and it was up the stairs, so you had to.
Hell.
It was through hell, and there was one more bedroom, but
my cat from hell.
And I'd be fine if it was the other bedroom because there's two ways to get to the other bedroom. You can go from the kitchen, or you could go from the bedroom that I was staying in, but the only way to get to the other bedroom was up the stairs, and there's no way that because I didn't fall asleep after that. Like I saw somebody go up there, and then I almost immediately went downstairs to get water, and there was no time for somebody to go back down. I didn't hear the stairs creaking back down. I didn't see anybody else, and that was really terrifying. And that was like the only time I've ever felt that. Like I've never felt that sensation ever before in my life.
It was probably all the ramen that we were eating.
Yeah,
it was too much sodium in your blood.
I was gonna say all the sodium was just clogging up my blood. Nasty. All right, Steven or Mickey, anybody else have a story?
Man, I ain't got no ghost stories. Ha.
Okay, you heard it here first, folks. He ain't got no ghost stories. Ha ha.
I do.
All right.
As I mentioned before, my mom and my grandma. Same side of the family, so this is the same house. I don't really remember this story too well, but I remember my grandmother told me this story about how she always thought the house was haunted, and she remembers one day, like, on the landing of the steps leading up to the second floor, she says she remembers, like, seeing, like, very clearly seeing, like, a ghost of, like, a woman with long black hair in, like, a dress, and I feel like there's more to the story, but I don't really remember it that well. The story that my mom told me is that the upstairs room used to be her room, and she was in there one day doing something in the closet, like rearranging her clothes or whatever, and she heard footsteps out in the hall. It's a very, like, creaky hall, like every step you make, like, makes a noise. So she heard footsteps, and so she looked to see, like, if anybody was coming in, and she saw the doorknob turn, and the door flew open, and like really hard, and so she ran over to see if anybody was there, and there was nobody there. And so that's the spooky, ghosty story that, like,
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't personal to me, but, like,
I was gonna say, have you ever personally had one or no?
No, I've never experienced anything like that. There's the time that I had a really high fever and I thought I was dead, but that's about it. Not the time that you're thinking of. This is
so you thought you were?
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking of I like how you just immediately knew that I was thinking of a time, and you're just like, no, it's not that time. Which,
did you
100%
think you were dead, or have you been dead this whole time?
Probably I'm dead right now.
Mickey, you're Bruce Willis.
You're living a ghost story.
But yeah, I had a really, like, bad fever for, like, a week. It lasted like a week, and I, like, couldn't even move out of bed without, like, throwing up. And I remember one time I like woke up at like 2 a.m. and I was totally delirious, like wandering around my house. And I didn't know where I was, and I thought I was a ghost.
All right. Does anybody else have any closing paranormal stories that it doesn't have to be personal? Any other ghost stories, or we can move on to.
Let's move along.
Okay. All right. Let's move along. Okay. So we're gonna move on
Didn't
to.
you hear Mickey before? He ain't got no ghost stories.
I ain't got no ghost stories, y'all. It's installed. It's installed.
I ain't got no ghost story, man. All right. So we're gonna move on, and usually at this point in the show, we play a little game called
Is it real?
Is it real? Where Christian Bale yells at us, and Henry gives us movie plots, and we have to guess which one is right. And I have the score sheet right here. So for Is It Real, I currently have...
There's an official score sheet?
Yeah, there's an official score sheet. I currently have 2 points for Is It Real. Matt has 1, and Steven has 0. But I guess from now, and Mickey has 1,000,000 by default. I guess since we're not playing Is It Real, we can just continue to add it on. So I won't get a point this time. But actually, no. If Mickey gets a point, I get a point. No. I'll add your points on. So I thought of this segment. I've been thinking for a while. And it's a game called That's a Rap, spelled R-A-P. And essentially, I give a rap line that is either written by myself or like a novice rapper or a not rapper. So somebody that's not a big name rapper, and then I could also give a line from a big name rapper, so like one of their lesser known songs, and the guys have to guess whether or not it was a novice rapper or a professional rapper.
When you say novice rapper, you just mean like someone you know. You don't mean like somebody who released an album.
I'm saying somebody I know, somebody on the internet that's like not famous, like just some random guy on the internet, like one of those guys that's like, yo man, check out my mixtape.
Oh, one of those guys.
Yeah, that's every rapper.
I think that's every rapper.
Check out my mixtape.
You know,
People don't do that.
You should like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then like the famous people, obviously like Snoop Dogg, Mos Def, Jay-Z,
and that's it.
Kane West,
Kelly Clarkson,
Kanye. Okay, so
Puff Daddy, Puff, P Diddy.
We don't talk about those people here.
Sorry.
just get to the game.
Okay, so the first rap line, and I actually only have 1 for today. I was gonna have a couple, but I only have 1.
Wait, so if you only have 1, then how are we supposed to do this?
No. I give you the rap line, and you tell me if you think it was written by a novice or by a professional rapper.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
One of us can get it right.
What?
So each of us are guessing, and you're gonna tell us who's right.
Yeah. You guys guess, and then I'm gonna wait until the end and then reveal who is right. Okay. So the rap line is, I won't fuck a broad unless her tits are overseas.
Is that it?
I won't fuck a broad unless her tits are overseas. Think about that one for a second.
Overseas.
You're right. See, okay.
In another country. I
think we all got it right away.
Okay.
Well,
Mickey had a little.
It took me a minute.
What the hell is a tit?
I never took sex ed.
What's
So.
a fuck?
I'm not qualified to answer this question.
Cody,
Yes.
my final answer.
Yes.
You wrote this.
Okay.
My final answer is this is real.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, is this real? Yes, this is real.
So what do you mean? So you're gonna say
You guys
it's
have to say who fucking wrote it.
a famous rapper? You think it's by a famous rapper?
I don't
Should
know
I
rap
guess the
people.
rapper? Because I'm going to go ahead and guess
No. You don't
only have 3
it's
options,
It's not
none of them
specific.
are-
It's
is
2
it-
options. It's a novice or a professional rapper.
Professional rapper.
Okay, you're gonna say professional rapper. Steven, what do you say?
I'm gonna say yes.
Professional rapper?
Yeah.
Mickey is sort of right. It was not written by me, but it was written by some guy on weird Twitter whose name is Rob Wisman. And he tweeted that one day, and I thought it was a genius line.
So are
Dude,
you
he's a
sure he's not a
huge rapper.
professional rapper?
He's 100% not a
rapper.
professional rapper.
No, he's
Fuck
huge,
off.
Cody.
Fuck off.
Can't you count, dude?
Yeah, dude, just because you don't know rap doesn't mean nobody else does.
Dude, he's on like half of Kanye's newest hot tracks.
You know what? That's a rap. And then there's like a whip sound after that.
I'm not putting in a whip sound.
And
But
for
you have
this
to throw
one,
a Jay-Z laugh into the beginning of It's a Rap.
but
It's a rap. Ha
yeah, it's
You're crazy for this one, Jay.
Mickey just fell over.
Yeah, I think Mickey just died. Yeah. Okay.
Now I'm a
I
ghost.
love that we're all in the same room.
Okay. And now that we played our game for the day, we'll go on to our namesake segment called "Does This Make Us Bad People?" where we each tell a story about how we've been a terrible person this week, and we vote on who was the worst of
Just
us.
this week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, it doesn't have to
You
necessarily.
can lie about it too.
well,
Preferably, it'd be this week.
Well, we do it every week, so we kind of have to do it from the past week. But since
Yeah.
Mickey has a whole cache of terrible
Yeah,
things to choose
It
from.
could be from any time. And currently, right now, me and Steven have 1 point, Henry has 1 point, and Matt has 0. So Matt's the best of us. Fucking
So-
nerd.
Unless Matt wins today, one of us is gonna pull ahead.
Yeah, I know. Well, either you or me are gonna pull ahead today if Matt or Mickey don't win.
That's true.
But I guess Mickey's not getting points because he's not technically. He's just filling in.
Well, I get points, bitch.
Oh, you get points. Okay.
I just got
so,
a point for It's a Wrap, did I not?
Oh, you did actually. Well, you got like half a point.
I got
So
half
You got like a quarter of a point.
yeah.
Wait, so what's the
That
name of the
ain't
game
shit.
again? Is it That's a Rap, or This is a Rap, or
That's
it's,
a Rap.
It's a Rap?
That's it's called That's a Rap, and it's said by Barbara Streisand with a Jay-Z laugh at the end.
Okay.
It's a rap.
Is the joke that normally it would have a W on the front?
Yeah, the joke is that
Oh, okay.
normally you say that's a rap, like WRAP, but
Now, do we have a
but we're
voice
doing
clip?
rap lyrics, so
Is
it's
there-
a rap.
Is there a voice clip of Barbara Streisand saying that's a rap, or are you just making this up again?
It's right next to the Christian Bale voice segment that says "Is it real?
Okay.
God damn it.
Is it real?"
All right, let's go into.
All right, yeah, let's go. Does anybody have stories? Does anybody have a story that they specifically want to
I've
tell?
got one.
Okay.
I've got one. This weekend I was in Granada, which is a city in Spain.
I like how Matt gives us tales of debauchery from around the world.
Yeah, from a foreign country. It's tales abroad. Tales from abroad. Oh, that should be a new segment.
And I was. Excuse me.
Sorry, I wouldn't interrupt. Go ahead.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was being rude.
So we went there on a school trip, but afterwards we went out into the city at night. And apparently in Granada, what you do at night is you buy a bunch of alcohol and drugs, and you go to this one park that I forget the name of because so it's this big park that's like, it's not really a park, it's like a skate park, but it's huge. It's like 300 acres long, and then people just sit there and drink because no one goes to people's houses in Spain because they're all too close together and the walls are really shitty, so you could hear everything. So we were there.
So what you're
and
saying
I
is your neighbors can all hear this right now.
Yes. Actually, I woke up like 2 people. Yeah. Anyway, so I went there and I was with this one kid who I will not name, and he was my roommate in the hotel we were staying at. So we were going to this park, and we both got really, really drunk with a bunch of other people. And then I wandered off and talked to this one group of Spanish people, and he was with us for a while, but then he sort of drifted off, and he found his way when he was really drunk to this very sketchy group of Spanish people. And I kind of knew by this point that I should guide him away from them because they were weird and they weren't just smoking marijuana. But I didn't because I didn't feel like walking over there because I was sitting.
Matt, a true friend.
And he proceeded to smoke many things with these people, and I'm pretty sure he smoked crack.
Unconfirmed reports.
But I'm pretty sure it was crack. So by the time he got back over, he could only speak in a yell. So even when he was just trying to like say normal things like, when do you think we should head back to the hotel? He would scream, when should we get back to the hotel? Like yell it, and everyone in the park could hear him. And it was kind of weird. So we got him a taxi, and we made it back to the hotel at like 5 a.m. And we got back to our room, and I immediately fell asleep at my bed. Little did I know that this person who I was rooming with had gone to the bathroom and forgotten to turn the light on because the light switch was outside the door. And he was so fucked up that he couldn't actually get back to the door from the bathroom. So he was stuck in our bathroom, and he didn't know how to work the door handle, and it was pitch black in there, and he had no idea how to get out. So apparently, according to him, he just started banging on the door and yelling my name to come help him. but I couldn't hear him because I was asleep.
Matt was sound asleep.
Oh my god.
So he was in there for like, we think, I mean, we could be wrong, maybe it was shorter, but we think like 2 hours. He was just on his knees in the bathroom trying to figure out how he was going to sleep in the bathroom. At one point he said he tried to sleep in the bath, like the actual shower, because it wasn't a bath, it was just a shower, so he was sort of laying there. But that wasn't comfortable, I guess. After like 2 hours, I finally heard him banging, and I woke up, stumbled over to the bathroom, and opened the door, and he just spilled out and laid there, and he was asleep on the floor there, and then I just went back to bed, and he woke up. He woke up on the floor, and I woke up in the bed.
Jesus.
So I guess I was kind of I want to say I was a bad friend though, because like it wasn't like I was sober and doing all of this. It was like I could have handled myself.
Yeah,
I could have been a bit of a better person, I think. So I think So yeah,
all right.
That was fun.
Steven, do you have one, or Mickey, do you have one, or do you want me to go?
I gotta think a little bit more.
All right, I'll go. Okay, I gotta be kind of quiet about this one because I don't want the guys in the room to know. So I purchased a machine that I found over. No, that's not a machine. It's a little device.
Is it the Auto Blow 2000?
What?
Is it the Auto Blow 2000?
No, it's the Dildatron 458.
Is it a flashlight? Yeah.
It's the Dildatron 458. No, okay, so it's this little tiny machine that has a magnet on it, and it's like about the size of a quarter, and you turn it on. It's got like a battery in it, and at random intervals, every 6 to 8 minutes, it lets out a high pitched noise at a different frequency. And it'll just do it randomly, like between 6 and 8 minutes. And so like it could do it at some point like 3 minutes in between. It could do it like 8 minutes, whatever. Wait, no, never mind. I said 6 to 8 minute interval, and then I said 3 minutes. Never. Okay, so it like randomly every 8 seconds will like let out like a really high pitched sound, and then sometimes it lets out
every
like
8 seconds.
Well, like max is 8 seconds.
You can dial it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can dial it back. So it's like this machine. It's like really small, and so like the idea of it is that you hide it somewhere, and you turn it on, and like where it is, so like you could turn it off if you're in the room, but like you turn it on while they're in the room, and it emits like a really high pitched sound, and so I was thinking about putting it in either somebody's room or putting it outside in the common area. Like I ordered it, and it's coming to my house right now, and like just thinking about it, and just thinking about driving them absolutely batshit insane with this like high pitched frequency that's just going to be playing every now and then.
So does this thing serve any purpose other than to just
serves
piss
no
people
purpose,
off?
just to piss people off. And I got so happy when I saw it, because I was like, this is exactly what I need. I need this machine right now.
I have a very similar story.
Excuse me. Wow. All right. Just wanna fucking take over.
Now Cody's isn't over yet, but I'm gonna guess the Mickey's will be slightly better than Cody's.
Yeah. By far. But yeah, so I will be getting that soon, and I will on a later podcast talk about the effects of that. What I'm gonna do is study to see how long it takes them to realize that it's there, and realize that it's out like the common area or somebody's room to say something about it, and how long it takes them to actually find the machine.
You do realize that they're going to listen to this before you get the machine, right?
No, Cody.
Maybe.
Cody.
They might.
You have to get 2 of the other roommates in on it and make them all think that the noise isn't real.
That's true. That would actually be really funny.
Do it to Henry.
That's a better way to. That's a better way.
That's a lot better. I like that.
That's a better way to make somebody like kill themselves.
I might do that. Yeah.
Get Stuart and Mike to say they don't hear it, and then just get.
As we know, I almost got somebody to kill themselves once, so that's like my end game in life. So I gotta try that now. All right. That was kind of a bad taste. Mickey, go ahead. Simpler story. Segue.
All right. Very similar story.
Oh, similar. I thought you said I have
not simpler.
I thought you said I have a simpler story, and I was like, how complicated is my story?
You idiot.
Wow. All right, that hurt my feelings. Go ahead.
I love you. So this doesn't have to be from this could be from whenever.
Yeah, well, for you it can be from whenever. Yeah.
All right. Well, I couldn't think of anything until I heard your story. There was one. I worked in a freshman dorm last year. What are you typing?
Is someone looking up the term freshman dorm?
That was some frantic typing too.
I was immediately happy.
That was the creepiest thing ever.
Freshman dorm. Oh god, it's a ghost. It's the ghost of your freshman dorm.
Alright, so I worked in the freshman dorm. And you know that Bluetooth speaker that I have?
Yeah. Somebody's looking up Bluetooth speaker shit.
So I have this Bluetooth speaker. And I put it, or I sent the RA that I was working with into another RA's room to plant the speaker like under her bed or something. And she wasn't in the room, but she left her door unlocked and stuff. Or maybe she was in the room and he like snuck it by like just talking to them. And then I played a YouTube video of like a girl screaming, like a horrifying like movie scream. And she heard it and freaked out. And then she ran to the girl's room next door because she was an RA, so she was like, I have to take care of this. And she basically thought that like a girl was getting raped next door. And she was like banging on their door, and it was just a girl like having sex with her boyfriend. And like they had to stop having sex and get the door just to be like, no, I'm not getting raped right now. And
Wow.
basically just humiliated her, and she was
Wow. Mickey, he's not the raper, but he's the imitation raper.
I set up the rapes.
Yeah, you said.
Let's steer away from this.
No, Steven, I set up the rapes. Right?
Steven, this is the segment where we can talk about being bad people. This is a safe place. Okay, Steven, you got one?
Matt can imprison people in bathrooms. I can set up rapes, all right?
I guess I have something. It's not. I haven't really done anything bad this week, but I remember for one of my classes, we have to read this book called Fox Girl, which is about
A girl that's a fox.
Yep. It's about the Korean War and like life in Korea at the time of the Korean War and all the horrible things that were going on. And it's about like prostitution and like illegitimate children of like Korean people and GIs and like child prostitution and horrible, awful
And
things.
good stuff, yeah.
And I remember there's one part where they're looking at all of these American goods that one of the Korean girls has, and written like phonetically in the book is all of the Korean pronunciations of the English products. And as you guys all know, for some reason like English makes me laugh more than anything else. And they had a can of Cheese Whiz, and the girl just holds it up and shows to the other one, and in the book it just says Chizu Wizu. I think I laughed for a good 5 minutes after that. And when we were in class today looking over the book again, I saw it again and I almost started laughing.
Cheeser Weezer.
Cheeser Weezer.
They're like, all right, now talking about illegitimate children. Steven, do you have anything? You're just dying in the corner, just thinking of Cheese Whiz. Hold on a second.
That's mine. That's
Matt
about
okay.
it.
here.
All right, so now we get to the voting segment.
Matt was triggered by all of our talk of rape.
It was a little rough.
Okay, so everybody else, Mickey, at this point in the show, we vote on who individually we think is the worst person. So since you're the guest, who do you think was the worst this week? And you can't vote for yourself.
I vote. I'm gonna have to vote Matt on this one.
Okay.
Not worst person, but worst best roommate ever.
To be fair, you were the worst best roommate.
I don't know. I feel like Matt's was pretty bad. Is your roommate still alive?
Yeah, he made it.
Oh, okay.
He's sleeping in the other room right now.
Matt's
He's okay.
All the victims of the other stories are dead, though.
Yeah, that's the most important point to stress is that everybody else is dead in every one of these stories.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Matt too.
Yeah.
I feel
All right,
like
Matt, Steven, go ahead.
because Matt's like all of the problems of Matt's story that could have been really serious seem to stem from just sheer laziness.
Yeah, it could have been really bad, but it just kind of happened to not be bad. It was just like a lucky.
That I was also. It wasn't like I was. Again, I was also not in a very correct mind state.
Yeah.
At that point, but no.
Something about the phrase was, "I think he smoked crack, but I didn't want to stop him because I was sitting down." Something about that just stuck out to me.
I didn't see the crack rock. It was probably crack. He came back.
It was definitely. He looked in my eyes and said, "Matt, I just smoked a whole bunch of crack. Please don't let me get locked in this bathroom." And you were like, "I'm gonna go to bed." And he was like, "No, help me." And you were like, "No, I'm going to bed."
It was just like when he came back, he clearly had done something more than normal.
Yeah,
it was crack.
All right, Cody or Matt, cast a thine vote.
I'm going to cast my vote for Mickey for the accidental rape. I don't know. There's something about that story that was so harmless, but also so terrible that it was like it just turned into like.
Matt's could have gone a lot worse, but I feel like Mickey's was as bad as it could have gotten.
Mine was like more humiliating for the RA that thought there was a rape and stopped sexual intercourse.
The fact that they were having sex at the time is such an awful coincidence.
It really is.
The thing is, like, that girl had a boyfriend for a while, but like everybody's really creeped out by him, so that's why she was worried.
Oh,
everybody was already.
That's even better too. Even better.
Even better.
All right, Matt. Matt, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I can't. So I'm just gonna be a tie. I'm gonna have to go with Mickey.
Oh, shit.
Not gonna vote for myself.
That's true.
So how do we do a tie?
I'm gonna have to say that Mickey's actions, they spiraled more than anyone else's did.
Yeah, it started off bad, and then
I'm excited to see how Cody's will spiral next week, though.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well,
I could see Cody's turning out horrible.
You can get, I'll give you guys an update of it after.
And what's the tiebreaker then?
I guess I don't know.
A new mini game called "How Is This Person Worse?"
We never really ever talked about a tie.
Yeah, we've never had a tie before. I don't know how we're gonna do a tiebreaker.
All right, how about on the count of 3, me and Matt both have to say something horrible.
Oh God!
And you guys choose.
No. Okay, time out.
Which is worse?
All right, no. You guys, all right. Listen, you guys are gonna say the most cringeworthy word that you can think of. The word that would make any human being cringe.
I don't know if this is a good idea for the podcast.
A single word. Okay, Mickey.
All right.
You guys got words.
Okay, fair warning. We're gonna give a countdown to 3. If you want to avoid this, like, skip, like, 10, 15 seconds into the future.
Well, we're not going to say anything, actually.
I don't know what's going to happen, man.
You have to say a word that will make me and Steven cringe.
All right.
No, actually, no. Time out. I'm Question Master. You have to say a word that will make me cringe, and I decide.
Oh, wow. Okay. Steven, you're out.
Oh, sorry, guys. All right. Give the countdown, Cody.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Tobogganation.
Moist towelettes.
Oh no. Okay. All right. I as much as I don't like the word moist, oh my god.
I still understand why people don't like the word moist.
I can understand it. It doesn't.
Tobogganation.
It doesn't really offend me, but the idea behind tobogganation, and in case you don't know what tobogganation is, you're listening to this, and you don't look it up if you're not looking to look up some fucked up stuff, because it's really fucked up.
Just tell you.
No, don't say it.
Don't talk about it.
Moist towelettes are harmless. Moist towelettes are harmless, but it's like a bad combination of words. And tobogganation is not harmless, but it's not really that. Like, it's not that offensive to say. But I'm gonna have to go with tobogganation just because it's a terrifying thing that actually has been around enough to get a word for it. That's a term that.
How? I feel like we've known about this for a long time.
Me and Mickey found out about it when we were in like 7th grade when we were playing Xbox with some kid, and that was his name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We were playing.
That's
like,
how you guys found out.
We were playing like Search and Destroy with him in Call of Duty, and like it was the end of the game, and or like we were both dead, and so you can like talk to the opposing team. We're like, hey man, like what does that mean? And he was like, you really want to know? Like, yeah, and he just told us, and I just remember us sitting in shock, just like how, and we just immediately told everybody else that we knew. That's how much in shock we were that we had to go and tell everybody else.
So,
But
eventually led to some tobogganations.
yeah, I mean we've only done it like twice, but like they deserved it.
So with that,
Yeah.
I guess that gets Mickey the point for this week, and he
Yeah.
is the worst
That's
person.
1.25 points on the day.
Yeah, yeah. Mickey has 1.25 points. I think it's the first time somebody's won both games. Yeah, it's the first time somebody's won both games.
Yeah, I just made history.
Yeah, you just made history, and you'll also make history as the person that only came on the show once.
Cody, do you know I have the podcast record for most mini games won on a Monday night past 7:30 podcast?
Most mini games won consecutively on a Monday night past 7:00 in October, and that's a tough stat to beat because we had Paul Walker on last October. He won. he got a tie. He won. That's a wrap, and he was talking. Okay, no, this is too bad. I don't want to get into it. I can't say this. This is just. I just thought of something really dark, and now I have to go purge it from my.
All right. So I guess are we all? Is that about wrap up the
Yeah,
show? For this
I think so.
Mickey,
Yeah.
Mickey, do you have anything? Any closing remarks about the show?
Yeah.
Anything to say?
Thank
Just
you for
Mickey, though.
having me. And
It was an honor and a privilege, and we're gonna have you back again soon.
that's what I thought. And that's all I have to say.
And then I guess
All I
no.
have to say is itadakimasu, which means thank you for the meal.
All I have to say is
Every time I'm on, I'm gonna leave you guys with one Japanese word from One Piece and a translation every time.
I can leave you with a lot of Japanese words and translations.
Yeah.
Ongaku.
I didn't ask you, Cody.
Okay, fuck you.
Cody,
You wanna-
Mickey
wanna-
actually knows Japanese. Can you just let him work, please? Jesus Christ.
All right, all
So-
right. That closed it out. I think we're good.
With that, arigato gozaimasu.
Stay tuned next week for episode 4 where we talk Halloween and spooky stuff.
Bye, everybody.
Free spooky 5P.
We're also doing Ghost. What are we
Yeah.
doing on Halloween?
Halloween.
I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna talk like Halloween's, like just
Yeah, we're talking about Halloween.
movies and like what
Okay.
I don't know. I guess yeah.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Although
Matt, we're gonna watch the movie Halloween and do an in-depth analysis of it.
That would actually be incredible.
We're gonna watch all 3 Halloween towns, and then we're gonna analyze the phrase "nippy as Ween Town."
We're gonna watch Frankenweenie.
We're gonna watch Frankenweenie and Paranormal at the same time and
Okay.
see how they're exactly the same movie.
They're not at all the same movie.
Weenie, remember the fire marshal?
Yeah.
That was the best joke in the whole movie.
The
Why,
oldest-
why did we watch that? It was pretty good actually. It wasn't that
I
bad.
liked it.
It was not that bad.
Got
I
weird,
wa-
but
I wanted to see Paranormal. All right, let's start.